All right, my homies, the watch along is going to begin shortly. Big yourselves up. Let's go ahead and put this in. We have to get everything set up still, my homies. Yo, my homies, hope everybody is doing well. Let me. Hope everybody can hear me well. Says we are live. I'm gonna figure out how the heck we can pull up any comments from Instagram. Let's see here. All right, I think we got that. All right, we're back. All right. Well, there's a couple of you guys in here already. Hope you guys are doing well. Big yourselves up. We have some people on X joining in. Hope you guys are doing well. We have a lovely day, hopefully planned for us today, my homies. It's been a lovely day, and now we're gonna wait to see if the Burgundy boys can make it happen. Crash will be trying to pop in when he can. He definitely um, he said he was going to try and pop up as much as he can. He's doing some games with his team. I think they're in Colorado Springs. So still early days. It's still early days for this match. Still kickoff is probably in about 15 minutes. All right, let's see if we could pull up this. Why are the lineups not? Why no lineups on Google? What is going on here? What is going on here? Yo, big up on Instagram. Hope you guys are well. Hell yeah. I'm just checking out this video that Crash sent me. Starter scored a banger. Let me see. Manyoma has a 10. Manyoma has a 10. I'm gonna have to check out the starting lineup. I'm having a hard time uh loading it up on my Google. Oh, I need to go back there. Hold on. I gotta watch this I gotta watch this goal here. Crash's daughter just nailed a free kick. Get in. Hell yeah, that's what we love to see. Hell yeah. Freaking free kick banger. Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. Hell yeah. I love to see it. Hold on one second, my homies. Give me All right, homies. Well, on the YouTube, we have Chris Agumbar, the number one Agumbar. Big yourself up, my homie. You're probably asleep right now. Let's see, 6:25 right now. So that's got to be almost half 1 a.m. over there in England. I appreciate you for dropping by and dropping the comment, Chris, my homie. Um, Again, let's see, man. Yoma has a 10. I need to, I need to go into a different Instagram tab here. All right. We're going to go Instagram here. Now, okay. Let me share the screen with you guys. Wait, what Instagram one do I want to share? Not that one, that one. Okay, my homies. So we have our lineup right there. Zach Steffen back into the lineup with the armband. Kosi Thompson on the right, Rob Holding and Lucas Harrington, the center back pairing. Miggy Navarro out there on the left. Then we have, I'm assuming that's going to be the double pivot of Hamza and Josh Atencio. I'm really liking that double, the way they've been doing that pivot there. I like Atencio back into the lineup. I think he missed our last game, our last MLS match with yellow card accumulation. Look out for that this match. Josh Atencio, as much as I love him being physical and as much as I love him getting into the thick of the play, he needs to be a bit more careful. He just needs to be a bit more careful. Again, he wasn't even getting starts. If you guys would remember, a couple of games into the season, it was Wayne Frederick getting the nod, and Josh Atencio was coming on later on in games. So that even puts it more into perspective. He's getting less games. He has gotten less games, and he's picked up those cards enough to get the yellow card accumulation and get the suspension. So Atencio, we have to watch out, my homie, in the midfield. Look, by all means, go do your thing, but just be careful. And then we had the Instagram comment saying Manyoma in the 10. I'm interested to see that. I also believe that that would be the formation there. And then we have out on the left, Dante Sealy, Rafa Navarro in the middle, and out wide on the right-hand side or either left-hand side there, I'm assuming the left, is Darren Yappy coming back into the starting lineup, my homies. Wherever it is you're watching this, whether you're on YouTube, on Instagram, or if you are on X, go ahead and comment. Let me know what you think of this lineup. Let me know, how do you guys think we're going to do against this Houston team? I was trying to pull up both of the lineups for our teams and Houston's on Google, but for some reason they weren't showing it yet. So I wanted to see what team we were going up against. While we are on the Instagram, let's go ahead and like that right there. Let's go back out here. Let's go to our home and let's see if any of the homies have anything good popping up. While we get ready for this game to start, let's go ahead and browse a little bit here, my homies, and make sure we're liking some of these. We have the Quakes. We have the Quakes in the U.S. Open Cup quarterfinal. It will be at home. It will be at home, but this is a freaking tough test. This is a tough test for us. San Jose right now is flying high. I wonder how much they're going to, how much of the eggs they're going to put into that basket for that one. Who's is that? Oh, this is the San Jose and Open Cup. Okay, well, we liked it anyways. Breaking news: this is wild. 34-year-old Manchester United and Brazil midfielder Casemiro could be heading to Inter Miami. Fabrizio Romano, that getting the hit. Here we go. Big up to C38. All right, let's get out of here, my homies. Let's go back to the stream. I will get rid of that. We seen the lineup. Let me know what you're thinking about it, my homies. Let me know how you're feeling about it. Big up to you guys on the extreme. All right, let's go ahead and click on this match here. Let's see. Oh, let me get connected to. All right, we have the audio. We have the game going. We got some snacks, some drink. Guys, if you are on X, feel free to comment. Let us know in the comments. How do you feel about today's match? What do you think? A prediction, possibly, perhaps even a predicted man of the match, a goal scorer who's going to score for us? Yes, let's go. Let's go. Been waiting for this one, my homies. A bit of an earlier kickoff, a 6:30, kind of complicates things because I enjoy those 8:30 matches just to kind of nightcap the night. But we're gonna have to rely on our team to put in some work on this one, my homies. One more time, we're going to show the homie Chris Agambar all the way from North London, sending in his PIDs. Let's go, my homie. Thank you for the support. Jonathan Bond in goal. We have Augustine Reich, Arthur, and Antonio Carlos center backs. They're playing a 3-4-3. I'm looking at this lineup, and I don't see much familiar faces. Guillermo is going to be a tough one. Um, I think Guillermo scored on us here at the Richard, if I'm not mistaken, my homies. They're doing a 3-4-3, a bit of a different lineup, a bit of a different formation, I guess I should say, that we're accustomed to seeing. Yeah, they're just going now through the Rapids lineup. We got that 4-2-3-1. For some reason, they have it as a 4-2-2-2. A 4-2-2, almost a 4-4-2. Manyoma's on the left, Sealy's on the right. Yappy and Hoffa are playing double strikers. Wow. So that looked like a 4-4-2, my homies. I know it said 4-2-2-2, but I don't think it's three different layers. I think it's going to be that 4-4-2. We've seen the Rapids use this formation later on in games as well to try and close it out, right? Or to try and come in and pick up a goal as well. Notable absences from the first team lineup today. We can say possibly Georgie Manungu, but he did get some minutes midweek. It was a long game. Were you guys there? Drop in the comments. Were you at the game on Wednesday night? I think I even seen somewhere, my homies, that we're not even favored to win. What in the hell is going on here? Why are we not favored to win? Let's go. Up the pits, baby, up the pits. Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Confluence, whether you're on Instagram, whether you're on, I should go back to that Instagram feed. We may have some homies there. All right, homies. It's almost game time. I'm gonna be stuffing my face with some or with some Mike and Ike. I suggest you do the same, my homies. Grab whatever you're gonna be grubbing on, get comfy, pick your feet up, put the Air Jordans up in the air, my homies. Let's go. Let's get on with it. Let's go. Let's get on with it. Let's go. Get in there. Big up yourself, Zachary Powell. Up the Pids. That's right, my homie. Up the Pids. Up the Pids. Drop a prediction. Goal scorer, maybe a prediction for the game. Thoughts on the lineup. Let's go ahead and bring up the lineup again, just in case any of the homies haven't seen it. In the Headwaters kit again. I thought we weren't using those again, but this is going now it's going to be the third time we uh we are using them, homies. We'll do this one. All right, there is. Let me zoom in a bit. There is ours. Our lineup. One more time for you guys. Again, they showed it on the screen. I would have told you just by looking at this that it was a 4-2-3-1 just based off what we've been doing. They showed the graphic on the screen here, and it was showing a 4-2-2-2. The back line speaks for itself, and then you have that first level of center defense, which is going to be Atencio and Ojezeran. And then we have two up ahead of him on the wings, Dante Sealy and Manyoma. And then we have our two strikers in Darren Yappy and Hoffa Navarro. We're going strong, my homies. We are going strong. Great to see you, my filthy animal. Good to see Manyoma getting a league start. Big up the chat and big up Brentford. Yes, let's go. We love you, Brentford. We do. We love you, Brentford. We do. We love you, Brentford. We do. Oh, Brentford, we love you. Man, how freaking crucial of 3 points did Brentford take away from West Ham? You guys haven't guessed it, or if you guys are familiar with the pod, I am a die-hard a Tottenham Hotspur fan, and right now we are relying on different scores, and this one was a big one. Big yourself up, my homie. Big yourself up. Yeah, oof, tomorrow has potential to ruin my weekend, but none of that today. These lot here have a potential to just lift us up a notch. Everybody in here, how dope would it be to just end this night with a Rapids dub? Let's go ahead and get rid of this again. We are back. We are back. Let's go. Zachary says 3-1 Rapids. No way Houston beats us after we put BTA a few weeks ago. After we put a beat to that ass a few weeks ago. Is that what we're going with that? Go ahead and put it how you want to, right? Ain't no way Houston beats us after we put a beat in on that ass a few weeks ago. I like it. I like it. Greg, my homie, a prediction. You know every game at the dick. I ask you for a prediction, my homie. All right, let's go. Let's go. It's game time, you filthy animals. My homies, real quick on and I should have done this before. I apologize. Take my hat off and just want to say condolences to the family of Ryan. The C38 lost a member, and not just that. The world lost a human being that was a diehard Rapids fan and helped out a lot at the tailgate. And yeah, Ryan and his I hope his family is finding some peace right now in this hard time. Hopefully the Rapids could pick up a dub for you, Ryan. Headwaters kit, my homies. I want to know if we have any luck in those or not. Are we going to see a cameo from Samantha Vines today? He might be getting some minutes against us. All right, my homies. No spoilers. No spoilers in the chat. Big up to the people in the chat on Instagram as well. Big yourself up, my homies. Go ahead and drop some comments. We will be reading them out as well. I will be coming back to the Instagram chat, making sure I don't keep you guys left out. Vines is out with an injury, I believe. What a freaking surprise. What a surprise. What a surprise. Let's go. Score a goal, Rapids. Colorado. 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 You filthy animals better be doing the call and response. You better be doing the call and response. Kosi with first action out wide. Zach Steffen. Wonder. I said this on the pod during the week. Zach Steffen has sometimes that bozo gene, like some of the best players can have. What type of performance are we getting from the big man today? OC's red card suspension is for the next cup match. I'm assuming as well, my homie. I believe so. I believe so. Here we go. Is that Wanyoma out there on the left-hand side? Okay. Okay, we'll blow that. Let's go. We got that. Early foul on the Rapids. So I'm assuming then if we're not seeing Paxton, was he out with the injury? I know it was doubtful. I didn't really see the injury update. So if he's not on the pitch, we went a different route. I'm wondering if he's going to get any minutes today, or if he's out. If anybody could let me know. Early days, my homies. Almost 3 minutes into this match, and Atencio just smashes it over the top there. Who do we have? Is that Alexis? Ooh. Max is on the bench, but I think we only see him if it's desperate. Well, hopefully we don't see him today in a good way, right? I hope we don't get to the point where we're kind of just dying for that creativity. Okay, ebook, appreciate that. When he says he's on the questionable list, I appreciate that. Latin boy, big yourself up. Saludos, bro. Hoy ganamos. Huevo. Big yourself up, homie. Thank you for joining the live, bro. Appreciate you. I agree with Greg. Like to see I definitely like to see Manyoma on the pitch, getting some minutes, getting a start in the league. Whether it was by default or not, he's been a very good a good he's been a lively asset for us, and um he's just been, he's been the victim of having more people in those positions, if that makes sense. Not that he's not doing anything better than the rest of them or anything worse. It's just his position on both sides is just pretty crowded, and we've brought in more players in that position. So he's the unlucky one that has fallen down the pecking order. Let's go, bro. You better tell her that was a banger. What a free kick! Get in, man. Get in. I love the video, bro. Thank you for sending it. My homies, we have Crash in the comments saying, "What's up? The filthy animal." Big up. Bit of a different lineup today, my homies. Yes, Crash is a proud dad. It was a great goal, man. Set piece, direct free kick from distance. Wow. 5 minutes in, my homies. 5 minutes in, and we're gonna get our feet in the ground. Let's see here. The homie Crash says, "Hope to see Sealy score a banger like that." Well, if it's on the opposite side, that on the right side, that's right up his alley, homie. Right up his alley. Oh, Atencio getting physical. What am I telling you guys? I love the physicality from him. Love the physicality from Josh Atencio. One of the players I've been kind of I guess not critical. I don't want to say critical, but one of the players that I have high expectations for, and I've said this plenty of times on our podcast, how I have huge expectations for Josh Atencio. I just feel like maybe this is going to be the season that he could just click into a new gear. Let's go, Matt Wells, getting his first look. Big yourself up, Matt Wells. Yito, Yito. There goes Dante Sealy on the right. Ooh. Doesn't Sealy doesn't really strike me like that player that's going to be very good in those 1v1 dribbles, you know what I mean? Now he may have it in his locker, I'm not too sure, but I would fancy Manyoma on the left-hand side to maybe dribble his way into the box. Yes, sir, my homie Crash says he will be jumping in a bit. All right, Pitt's got a free kick here out here on the right-hand side. If we're gonna have a good game or even a bright start, why not? Why not one of these opportunities here? Dante Sealy with the free kick opportunity. Crash. It's a weird angle, this one though. Got some Rapids players in the box there, looking like they're setting up for a nice play. Watch Dante Sealy's delivery. We were talking about this, Greg and I, at the game. He's got a low whipped in cross. Another one to just very low and very like hit the abdomen of the player. It's just a very low, um, direct kick. Get another look at it. Not too much air under it. You think maybe there you want to bring it up a bit more. Um, I guess to the head area of the player, not necessarily the. But oh, okay, okay. Settle. Let's just settle down, Rapids. Let's go. You see Rob Holding right there, telling them to just we got this. 6-2. That's why we put a beating on that ass. I remember that one. Let me hop over to the Instagram. Don't want to be ignoring my homies. ¿Crees que los Rapids renovará a Rafa o lo venderán? Ooh, do I think the Rapids will renew Hoffa or will they sell him? No, I think the Rapids are going to try and hang on to him. I think we'd be dumb to get rid of him. Of course, everybody has a price, but I would prefer the Rapids to keep Hoffa. If you guys pay attention to what Matt Wells says in the press conferences, he was talking about it was about the penalty shootout and stuff like that. He mentioned how he's showing Hoffa clips of Harry Kane. Crash, my homie's a testament to this. How many times have I said he reminds me more and more of Harry Kane as the games go on? And there's proof. He's being schooled to be like to read the game, to take penalties is what they were talking about. But if he's showing him how to take penalties like Harry Kane, he's definitely showing him that killer instinct, those videos, just that killer pass that he has. I would love Hoffa to stay with us. We need to build around a player like Hoffa. the leading contributor to goals and assists in the league. We need to keep Hoffa. We need to keep Hoffa. It has definitely been a sputtering start. That was a great comment there. Manyoma. Ooh, a great ball. Ooh, a little bit ahead of Yappy. That was a great ball from Manyoma. Look, he dribbles up on the inside, gets enough space to send that through ball. Just a bit heavy with the touch, but that's what I was saying, as opposed to Dante Sealy on the other side. I fancy Manyoma to make those moves and to make his space. Houston. Houston trying to get a ball over the top there. Ooh, just a weak touch there as well, my homies. Matt Wells loves Rafa, and we love him too. No, look, Matt Wells is he knows what he's doing, um, and he's using his main asset properly. Don't get too fancy with the ball in the back there, my homies. We cannot be getting too fancy with the ball. Josh Atencio on the ball, inviting any type of press. Is that what we're doing here? Rob Holding here with the ball. Playing up high, is he now? Let's go. See how far back Hoffa drops, my homies. Hoffa drops back pretty far so that he could get himself mixed up in the game action or help create. Why? Because he's just got that killer instinct. He's got eyes on the back of his head that allow him to read the game just, I think, a bit faster and a bit better than the majority of the players on the pitch. And he's got a freaking engine. Hoffa can run, and Hoffa was still pressing very late into our cup match. Right, he's just and look, and he's starting again today. He's got an engine on him. He's got an engine on him. My homies, make sure you are liking the stream. Make sure you are liking on Instagram. Make sure you are liking on X, on YouTube. I agree. We do need to be a bit more fluid, a bit more quicker passing. Yeah. All right, come on, Rapids. Yappy is a lot better on the wing than playing through the center. Yeah, I agree, homie. But I mean, we'll see, homie. If we can get some good service to Yappy as well. Yappy is himself becoming, a potent finisher. So maybe we're just looking to get some crosses in to either Hoffa or to Yappy. And look, I fancy Yappy to score a goal if he's getting service. Don't get me wrong. But you see that with Yappy playing through the center, that allows Hoffa to come back even more, right? To be more comfortable coming back. Because I've even said this before in some of our pods, when Hoffa does drop, look, there he is back there. dropping back. When he is that far back and he's trying to link up play, he kind of leaves himself out of the potential end result because he's the one starting it so far back. So I think that's only going to allow him to be able to get into different areas while he's playing, knowing that we have a good finisher in Darren Yappy up top there. Look, again, Darren Yappy, another one of these players who year after year after year is consistently elevating his game and showing us a bit more. So I would not be surprised if this was just, the same thing to happen this season, my homie. He's going to progress. He's going to get better, especially under Matt Wells. So I just got to get him service. We just got to get our frontline service. Hey, Hoffa. See that little cheeky ball there? I like that. I like that cheeky ball. Just try it. Big up the homies over on Instagram. Appreciate you guys dropping by. Big up the people on X, people on the YouTube channel. He's off. Yeah, that's why he slowed down. He was off. Holy crap. Let's go. Let's go. Get in, you filthy animal.
Just back from the Springs.
Take your time, my homie.
I'm going to hang out here. Can you hear me okay? All right. Hey, guys. Thanks for I'll be here for a little bit. My son wants me to watch it with him, so I'm just here for a couple minutes to say hi, talk a little bit, and just been a long day of soccer for me. I started in Loveland this morning at about 8:30 with my girls, who got the victory 4-2. Played an amazing day of soccer there. My son had his game. He played an amazing day of soccer, and then we drove from Denver all the way down to Springs for my daughter's game this afternoon
homie,
at 3.
I'm going to switch over my audio to the AirPods so I can hear my homie crash.
Yeah, no worries. Let me know when you got me.
Bear with us, my homies. Bear with us.
Yeah, so it's been a long day of soccer in our household.
Testing 1 2, my homie. How are you?
Yeah, you got me?
Yes, sir. I do, my homie.
Nice.
First of all, bro, your daughter needs to take a freaking bow, bro. That was a freaking banger. I love it, bro. Thank you for including me on that video. Well, to send it to me.
I figured you'd enjoy it. Yeah, I was just telling the audience before you got the audio on. It's like it started this morning I had to go up to Loveland for my game at 10 o'clock. My son had his game at 10 o'clock as well. So he was at his game. He played well. My girls won 4-2. And I came straight home. We all hopped in the car and had to drive down to the Springs for my daughter's game. And so we were down there from 3 and we're just getting back. So I'm here for a little bit. My son has asked that I watch the game with him. So I'm gonna hang out here for the stream a little bit, and we'll jump in just a second. But good Kosi. I will say, if you guys have seen the Colorado Rapids Instagram, some friends of ours are there at the game. They're supporting the Rapids away on an away day. And so they got called out in the YouTube and Instagrams on there. So I hope they're down there having a good time, and I hope the Rapids give him a good performance while traveling all the way down to Houston.
Yeah. I just want to say to ebook one says Leo, thank you for being so sweet with my kiddo at the U.S. Open Cup game. He loved meeting you and also treasures those cards. It was. I'm glad you guys came out to take the selfie, and I had a little surprise in there for him. Gave him another card as well. Big
Hi,
yourselves up.
Emily. Oh, good save by Stefan. Yeah, he just saved. He's a goalie. Yes, my son's like, yes, hand up. A good save by
Yes.
Stefan.
Well, we look to be getting off to a slow start this match, but we're probably both teams are on tired legs, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you're true. I mean, you think about the Rapids right now. They have a lot of fixture congestion. There's definitely the squad, the formation is a bit of a kind of an adjustment to what we're used to. So,
Yeah.
Granted, I think some of the guys are out there are normal starters, but they have to be gassed after 120 minutes against switchbacks and everything else that happened. I mean, like having Hoffa and Yappy out there right now, that's a lot. And so luckily they're going to get a nice week-long rest this week before they get going. But yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying earlier how Hoffa must be gassed, bro. He was pressing well into the end of that match midweek.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, these guys
21st
are
minute, my
putting in a lot of
homies.
minutes.
Yeah. Ooh, one more. Ooh, you had Kosi. Oh, Hoffa, what a move. Too bad it didn't do work.
Oh,
What a move. I like that. I like the creativity.
yeah, trying.
Trying. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Trying.
there we go. Was that? Oh, am I right? They're all wearing black wristbands for our fallen C38 member. Is that what that's for?
Would be I didn't notice, but would be nice if that's what it was.
I think that's probably what that is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gotta be it.
Yeah, it looks like it. I was just curious because I saw Holding with the wristband on. I was like, well, did he get captain? I was like, there's no way Stefan's the
Yeah.
captain. But
Yeah. Well, Crash, speak a little bit. How important is it for the Rapids, Rob Holding getting his green card already and not having to register as a foreign player?
yeah, I mean it's big. I mean it. I was curious because I thought we were kind of full on our roster slots when it came to international. So bringing in some of these players, I was a little like, how is this possible, especially with Georgie and different things. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what that is and what their numbers look like. But get back.
Oh,
Nice, Steph. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. It's either they're opening a slot for somebody like Loic Williams to come in the midseason, and maybe that's what that slot is, or maybe they're just getting compliant. It makes sense to me. I mean, Rob seems to really enjoy the U.S., and I think he's planning on staying around. I don't know what that means for his contract. What that ends up being. He's playing well. He's starting, and it seems like Wells is enjoying him. So maybe he's going to get an extension with that green card. So maybe that helps. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's a matter of you know, it gives us more flexibility. So it's good to see. I think some of the biggest things to think about is right. We've got an international slot with Manyoma. I know Wells has talked positively about Manyoma. We've seen some good spells about Manyoma. The question is do we get bad touch? Do we keep Manyoma, for his loan? We also have Navarro, right? Miguel Navarro, he's a loan. Do we finalize that loan? So there's a bunch of different options there, but we
Great
definitely
shout.
we sold some of our international slots, which was interesting, and then it seems like we kind of needed them. So I don't know. It will be interesting to see how it all kind of shakes out in the end.
Well, we're off to a slower start.
Yeah, I mean we're
I don't like
away,
the
we're
slower.
tired,
Fair.
not surprised.
I don't like the slow starts because
Yeah,
at that point, and any team is just in it. You know what I mean? Like a lucky
yeah,
ball like this or something like that, and they score, and then what will that do for the confidence going forward? So
yeah.
yeah, ooh. Looks like we have a couple players down on the ground there. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go back to the. Emily says, hi, Jared. Leo Finn also got to play with Cole at training with Zach and he was pretty thrilled for the surprise. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love it. Yeah, her
Absolutely.
son. He was up at the with us at the um, at training the other day, so it's good to see him out. I'm glad he enjoyed it, and hope to see him back. So excited. Right now, we're in the midst of if you're in youth soccer, it's the end of the spring season, which means it's also the beginning of tryout season. So my daughter had her first tryout on Friday. Um, and for the academy team, which is pretty exciting. She's hoping to make that. That's the top team, and yeah, so we're excited. I'm excited. She's
Oh, yeah.
super excited to come in on Monday. They've got an age group training with all the girls and our director that she's going to be extremely enthusiastic to come running up to her and let her know about her free kick banger today. So it'll be a fun one for sure.
No. Best of luck. There was a comment here earlier from Greg. Says Houston seems content to let us have the ball and try to hit us on the counter. It reminded me of the LAFC match.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I think this is kind of the deal, right? Um, at the end of the day, these teams are going to let us tire ourselves out a little bit. We're going to try to take possession. We're going to try to make them. I think a lot of them are trying to, they expect us to make a mistake at some point, and
Mm.
I think it's good to see us just taking the time and finding the space and just like, okay, we'll just switch it around. But also it's a little, it can be a little dangerous at times. So it's just a matter of, finding the right holes. How can we draw them out? They're definitely in that mid block. Yeah.
That's it, bro. The teams are going to do that, bro. I mean, we talked about it on the pod. I think the teams are going to do that more and more. Crash, they're seeing that it's
Yeah.
obviously not what we expect playing against.
Yeah. I mean,
But I
it's
mean,
calm play. They're
yeah,
composed. They're trying to find the space. They've got this mid block. We'll just go back and recycle and try again. And
yeah.
again, if they're not coming, literally, they're like, I guess you can see the the lines from the football game that they must have had in there. I mean, they're barely coming past that 30-yard line ever to
Mhm.
press. So they're letting us get to like that 40, and then they're like, okay, we're going to press now.
Yeah. It's just evident right there, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, there we go. Get to it. But see here, see what I'm saying? They're going to wait for us to get that ball, try to force it in, and then they're going to counter. That's their
Yeah.
game. And Houston's knows that we're dangerous. They saw that once we get momentum, we're done, and what we can, I think they know that we've got a bit on them. It's going to be a matter of, can they draw us forward? Can we win the ball? Play it.
Crash, we do have
Oh,
the quality as well. I mean, I think we do have the
yeah,
quality to figure it out. You know what I mean?
yeah. So it's to a degree, it's going to be a chess match. It's going to be
Yeah.
a matter of, okay, can we find the place? Can we find the cue? Can we find this or that? And, can we find that space and can we, break them down? It also could be a matter of Houston making a mistake as well. And that's all it takes for us. But we have to be clinical on the ball. We start getting all these guys in the same spot. We allow them to transition.
Oh, that was a nasty chop there. What?
Ooh,
We gotta take another look at that.
they sell it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
we
he
got the
traps
foul
his
at
legs.
least.
He's gonna sell that for
Yeah, we
sure.
got the foul. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, we got the foul, you know what I mean? Holding is still down, it says? What's going on here?
What, buddy? Yeah.
I like it. I like Atencio going and getting some instructions from Matt Wells there. Matt Wells is just bro, he's into the game like the full 90 plus, you know what I mean? He's up and down the touchline, bro. He's shouting, he's giving instructions. I like it, dude.
Mm-hmm. Rob down. That's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. He's looking like he even looks
See, this is
a bit unhappy
he's
about it.
been playing so much.
Yeah. Well, you actually we talked about this on the pod, right? How players like him can't be getting that many minutes because we've seen what happened with Cole Bassett a couple of years ago, and he came out and
Yeah.
and it just admitted that how he's probably just overplayed. Yeah, they're
More
making a
come.
change. Making a
Yep.
change, homies.
And see, this
Or
is
is he?
this is what we, granted, it's a match that we want to win, but it can't be at the expense of holding.
Yeah, that's a bummer. That's a crucial penalty for not penalty, a crucial injury for us, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
even if it's best case scenario just for this game, um, still, man,
yeah.
that's a blow for us.
I mean, it's good to see him walking off. It's just, it's one of those like, it's a muscle. But again, I'm hoping it's a precautionary thing. Like, yeah, we know you've got a lot of minutes. We know that maybe it was something they were managing, but he couldn't go further. So maybe it's just a smart play. You could see the trainers on the side telling him, just get down, you're out, call it. So maybe it was
Yeah,
something they're aware of. So let's hope it's not a long term thing, because you saw that injury list that they posted. I
yeah,
mean, Paxton, Wayne, there's a lot of guys that are struggling right now because of the minutes they've gotten. See, this is what we can't do. These heavy touches. This is what that mid block is gonna do. They're gonna wait for a mistake and counter. And that's really what LAFC did, and we were able to we
yeah.
oh, come on.
On Latin boy on Instagram say no, Holding got injured, and yeah, he's out, man. Noah Cobb coming on. I'm confident in Noah Cobb's abilities as well, though. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, for
He's
sure.
done
It's
solid.
interesting. Well, let's, we it's this game is a game we're gonna have to manage, and
Yeah.
it'll be a factor, and this is gonna be, our ability to do these kinds of matches is gonna be important, but we'll see how it goes. I am being summoned by my son, to go watch with him. So I'll tell you what, guys, I will be watching from the sidelines. I'll be in the chat. I will also jump back on at half. So Leo, I'll see you back in a bit. Okay, buddy?
Yep. Take your time, my homie. We're here. We're chilling.
Ooh, that was close.
Bit of a weird game, my homie.
Did it go in?
Oh, Stefan. Even if it didn't go in, Crash, that shit we need to be avoiding.
It hit the line. It hit the line. It hit the line. We got lucky. But that's yeah, Greg. I mean,
Ah,
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Stefan's smart, but you gotta know you can't do that. You can't drop that
yeah.
ball down like that. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna pop out with my
Yep.
son. I'll be back, guys, in a little bit. So enjoy, and I'll be in the chat.
Do your thing, homie. Do your thing. Let's go. Daddy duty's called, my homie. I mean, I got my kids inside as well. Luckily, London, my youngest one is asleep. Um, but at any given time, your boy may have to go and attend to some duties as well. Another person down. What? Another Rapids player down. No, no. What do this one? This one looks a bit better on the Instagram. Who's the player down now? Look at the Rapids bench just. Oh, it's Atencio. For fuck's sake. No. Atencio. Yeah, homie, I just seen that one. Damn it. And they just signal to get him off. What is going on? What are we doing here? Yes, go back and regroup. Go back to Matt Wells and regroup. I agree. Let's take a regroup. What is going on here? It's tired legs, homie. We just had a huge game go for prolonged period a couple of days ago. We were just at the Richard a couple of days ago playing a game well into extra time and PKs. Now we're having to look at this again. Zach Steffen, what are you doing? Oh no. They keep going back to that. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's too late now, but yeah, fixture congestion. Fixture congestion is going to be key, bro, because we're still in the U.S. Open Cup. So that's another midweek game coming up here soon. Fixture congestion is real, man. Yeah, Latin boy, Atencio now. He's out. He's out, bro. Rapids are going to be fighting an uphill battle this game. Look at it, and he's still getting worked on there. See the coaches there telling him to come on, come on. You go ahead and disconnect the earpods from this one. Connect. We're going to connect over here. All right. Well, who was that? Was that Paxton Aronson looking to get ready to come on? Sub windows are rough. Paxton has the 8. We're getting up to date info from Crash. He's got a friend at the game. I love it. Paxton has the 8. He just looks even dazed and confused coming off, or what is. Okay, homies. Well, this game has the potential to go tits up. Mm. Huh. Yeah. He looked like you see him walking out, just what he was like, he told Matt Wells, "Yeah, I'm okay," but I mean, you're always going to say that, aren't you? He looked like he was out of it, Greg. I agree, my homie. We just need to manage the game now. I agree. Look, I would bite your hand off for 3 points, but right now let's just ride this wave out, ride this game out, and maybe we can could just sneak a point away. Damn, I can't even believe I'm saying that. Sneak a point away from Houston Dynamo. Yeah. Oh man. Okay, go Yappy. Oh Yappy. Take your time, Pitties. Take your time and figure it out. A loss is better than more injuries. I agree, homie. I agree. I I agree. If we can make it through this game without any injuries, and unfortunately, if we take a loss, let's just get less injuries. No more injuries. I'll take less injuries and a goal right here. Paxton coming in. Let's go. We'll take that first corner kick. Got to get to half and then regroup. Well, we have a corner kick right now. So, all you filthy animals, put them up in the air. Put them up in the air because we're going to start right here. You're going to put those up in the air right now. Some spirit fingers. Let's go. C. Let's go. Get it. Great ball. I like that delivery more than what I like from Dante Sealy. Let's go. Greg's in it. Greg's in the South Bank at home right now, getting in the zone. I like it, my homie. Set pieces could be key, my homies. Set pieces could be key on this match for either team, especially like on these cagey games like this or these just weird games. What's going to win it is going to be a set piece. You know, it could be, but I mean, getting gritty. It's getting gritty. Hamza, take your time, homie. Take a breather. Kosi Thompson, back your boy up. Chippy's a good word. There it is. Yellow card for Hamza. See, he was fouled. It was our ball, and yet he's the one that gets the foul for just what is it, dissent or something, or doing something you're not supposed to. I'm assuming that was Hamza that got the yellow card. I mean, I could be wrong. Big up to you, filthy animals, tuning in. The booking went to Guillermo. Yeah. Okay, good. Hey, let's go, Rapids. Figure it out. Ooh, early ball in. No, it's not going to break for Houston. That was a good early ball. I like it. Weird touch having to, Yappy having to get a weird touch on it. Oh, he did say Hamza. I must have heard Guillermo. I thought he said Guillermo was the one booked. Damn it. Yeah, but it did say, but I thought I heard Guillermo was booked, but I mean, I could be wrong. We don't need yellow cards, my homies, especially from our center mids there. Yeah, you heard it too, homie. You heard it too. The commentator did say Guillermo because they were panning to him. They panned to him, and that's what got me confused about it. I guess we'll find out here at halftime. Maybe a yellow from the early foul that they gave could be. And this is why I don't like that yellow card if it's for us, right? Because that's really not ideal with Tensi already off. Jackson Travis on the bench. Big up. Yes, Kosi. Do something, Kosi. Ah. Travis was suspended, wasn't it? Yes, he has played at center mid. We've seen him even this season when he's playing when he's playing fullback. He likes to kind of sit inside of a pocket there in midfield, as almost inverted. You know what I mean? So and I think Matt Wells has said that he fancies him because he's played in different positions as a kid. Yeah, look at those seats for the Houston Dynamo. Oh, well, I guess that's the NFL stadium, right? I was about to say, how do those guys have such good seats? But if that's an NFL stadium, then it makes sense. Guys, call me crazy, but I think the Rapids are going to grow into this game a bit more right now. I think, I know we've had some injuries. I know we may have a player now with, yellow card trouble, but call me crazy. I think the Rapids are going to grow into this one right now. Could there be a goal before halftime? A goal before halftime for the Burgundy boys. We just got to send service in, my homies. I think it's Houston Stadium. They just let Texas high school football play there. Oh, okay. It's a Houston Stadium. Okay, not necessarily NRG Stadium, or I think that's what it's called. Texans playing a bigger stadium. Well, they have some nice freaking seats, bro. That first line right there, right above the little board, man. Those look like some comfy seats. Early balls in. Let's keep trying them. One of them's gonna land. Yeah, if you guys are watching on the Apple uh, feed, they're just sitting there talking about Hamza, and I agree. The dude could clock some miles. I love it. Big up everybody watching on the Instagram. Appreciate you guys. Oof, don't need that coming in for us. Let's go, get it out, Rapids. Oof, Harrington was there. Look at Hamzat dropping deep, getting the ball, picking it up. Let's go, gives it to Kosi. Back to Hamzat. Let's go, Harrington. Pick your ball, homie. Pick your killer through ball. Pick that killer ball. Oof, playing it safe. Okay, Cobb, get it out there. Let's go, Sealy. Oh, almost, Sealy. Okay, win that back. Okay, I thought that was our ball. Come on. Wasting time to get to half, says Crash. Oh, Should have laid it off. He should have laid it off to the left. Oh, Hamza, what a touch. Look at our defense all the way up into Houston's half. Hey, out wide there. Kosi said send it in. I like that. Just try it, man. Let's send those balls in. Let's go. That's our ball. That didn't go out. I did. That did go out. It's our ball. Let's go. 2 more minutes of added time. 2 more minutes of added time. I said I think a goal was coming before half. Got 2 more minutes. My homies, am I wrong to think that the Rapids are gaining some momentum, or if not momentum, but are we gaining a bit more rhythm about ourselves? Are we gaining probably a bit more confidence in what we're trying to do? For some reason, I feel like we're. Don't get me wrong, we're still struggling to pick that lock, but it looks like we're probably a bit more up for it. Just send it in, Kosi, early ball. Let's go. There we go. Paxton has added danger. I agree. More he's compared to Josh Atencio and who come off, he's a much more offensive minded player and more creative player. So I agree. Let's go, my homies. Let's go, my homies. Let's bring it in. I said before the first half ends, this is where it's gonna happen. Clip this. Clip this. Let's go, Sealy. Oh, that low driven freaking cross. Put some air in it. Put some air in it. CRSC. CRSC. Let's go. Send it in. Put snare under it. Oh, I like that one. I like that one. That delivery was better from Dante Sealy. Let's go. Probably the last sequence of the first half here. Ref's probably going to blow that. I think we are to our 7 minutes of added time. That's it. First half in the books, homies. First half in the books. Big up to everybody tuning in. Do you think Harrington will stay with us for next season? Says Latin boy. Man, I don't, bro. I don't think he'll be with us for too much longer. The World Cup is literally right around the corner. He's going to be on the national stage, on the international stage. And one of these bigger European clubs is going to swoop in and pick him up. It's my honest opinion. That's how I think about it. Do I want him to stay? 100%. I think we're a much more reliable defensive team when he's in our squad. He's been a freaking massive asset for us. So yeah, I would love for him to stay, but I don't see him staying here for that much longer.
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Let me get you over on the AirPods, my homie.
Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. All right. Interesting first half.
All right, we're switching over here.
All right. Interesting first half. I will say,
That'd be good. I got you now.
Yep, I would say it's an interesting first half. We're managing a lot, and I'm gonna a little bit of around the MLS. Orlando City is beating Inter Miami 4-3 right now.
Derby, right?
I don't know
Orlando.
if they ended up
Crash,
winning.
hold it down for 2 minutes, bro. I'm gonna be on daddy duties.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go inside and check on my kids as well. My homie, hold it down, bro.
Sounds good. I'm jumping in. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hold on, guys. Apologies. There we go. That's just me now. All right. Interesting first half. I don't think this team is currently built with the depth that we need to handle this congestion right now with all the injuries. This is Connor Ronan and Cudi Pietro would be amazing on the bench right now to manage this kind of the midfield depth that we need. Atencio going down, I think we've got the center backs. I think Cobb and Lucas should be able to hold things down. Cobb's shown his quality and definitely a good sub, but we also don't have a whole lot of experience out on the field right now. So that's my only concern. It'll be interesting to see what we do. All of our attack is out there. I mean, I guess we got Georgie on the bench to come on, so he's going to be our game changer, really, at the end of the day. It's going to be interesting to see what Wells has got in his pocket for the second half. But he's going to have to be very strategic with his sub windows in the second, because I think what do we get? 5 sub windows, and we've done 2 of them already for injuries in the first half. I don't know if Josh, it was I thought it was a leg injury, but he did come off a little delirious. So I don't know. Maybe it was a head injury. I don't know. So if that was a concussion sub, then we're good. But if it wasn't a concussion sub, then it's going to be he's going to have to be really strategic with these next 3 windows that he's got in the second half, because we don't do those proper. Or is it? How many sub windows do we get, Leo? Is it 5, or is it 5 total subs and 3 windows?
I thought it was 3 windows, 5 subs, homie.
5 players, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got 1 more window. It's going to have to be really smart on what he does in that final window with the first 2 half substitutes. But I'm guessing that Josh Atencio was a leg, it looked like, but he did come off a little delirious, so you never know.
Where he came off looking like he was like, whoa. I see him
maybe,
walking. He was
do you
just
think
like,
that was just to be like, hey, it was a concussion sub that we were.
Could be dark arts, homie. Could be some dark arts.
Just look dazed
just
and confused and come off.
Yeah, just to go back to the Instagram, Latin Boy says, I agree. After the World Cup, he might be leaving. When is Ted coming back? Ted's got an injury. I think he's 5 months out. He's got an injury. He's out. It's a shame. It's a shame. I really, I know you were banging the Cudi Pietro drum last season, my homie, when we picked him up.
Mm-hmm.
64% possession and 0.00 xG.
Yeah, no shots. I mean, you can't score if you don't shoot.
Yeah. So. Crash, I want to bring it back to that Zach Steffen blunder, because that's what actually I got on screen here. Not blunder, don't get me wrong, but just a bit too comfortable there, I think, with it. You know what I mean? A bit too comfortable.
Yeah, and that's the issues we have with Zach. He plays it overconfident. And that's the thing. I mean, I don't know why. I don't like, there's no need for it. Nico plays it smart and safe and reacts. And that's, I think that we're really getting, but he made some good saves, right? I mean, even that was a good save. He just should have not decided to throw it on the goal line. I mean, because that's essentially what he did. He pushed it down so he could control it. And thank goodness he wasn't a half a step back. And I mean, granted, the goalie should know where their line is. I mean, he's a pro, so he should know those kinds of things and shouldn't be an issue. But end of the day, that was a bit of a concern, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But I will say Nico is going to be. I think Nico's in the conversation at the end of the day. Nico will be a person that is going to need to get some games. I kind of feel like he's going to have an opportunity, whether it's a Zach just needs a day, or he's been playing well. I mean, Nico's been playing really well in the Open Cup. He's a solid keeper. And the real question is going to be is, I think Zach, this is his last year on the contract potentially. So, the way that he is currently playing, even though he's got the experience, I can't say that he is the kind of keeper for the dollar he is, coming in at. He's the keeper that you keep. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you're gonna get the same quality to a degree. I mean, you're gonna see the same, like, better shot stopping from Nico, that I've seen in the games that he's had. He doesn't have that experience, but I mean, he's far less dollar amount. And so just think, okay, what is a keeper that's $700,000 or $600,000, right?
Yeah.
What are those top end keepers at? And Zach's at the top of that pay scale, but he's not performing like he should be at that top of the pay scale. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what we do next season when we start looking at keepers, but his metrics are not good at all.
Well, just to go back to the Instagram comments, Emily asking, how do we feel about Nico playing out of the back?
At this point, I wouldn't be as concerned with Nico. I mean, to be honest, because it was a system that he wasn't as accustomed to at the beginning. Granted, we had, what was it, that LAFC game? I think I watched it actually with Emily. That game where when Nico got the start, there was a couple moments where it was a little concerning, but I think he did well, and now we're 11 games into the season. Well, even more with the Open Cup, right? So 13 games into the season, he's got 2 starts. He looked pretty solid playing out of the back in those Open Cup games. I think his confidence has gotten better. But the one thing that I've also noticed from Nico is he can play that long ball really, really well and accurately. He's got a leg, like
Absolutely.
his leg's a cannon, and he's not afraid to say, you know what, I'm going to push that ball forward. And I think that's where Zach is. He plays the system as it's supposed to be done, and that's fine. That's what we're going. So I think Nico, when he feels he needs to play it out, he does. And I think that might be something that Wells has told him. Hey, if you feel uncomfortable, play it safe, right?
Yeah.
And so that might be something there, just to make sure he doesn't get himself into a mistake or something he can't get himself out of. But he also is pretty darn accurate with some of those long balls. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what that is, but that'd be my guess on it.
Yeah. And Latin Boy just comes back and says, Zach's making too many mistakes lately. Don't know what happens with him
Yeah.
this season. And yeah, I mean, when you have an adequate backup, um, you could have less worry. But Zach Steffen is a great shot stopper in his day. You know what I mean? Like he can go from hot to cold like that. And
Mhm.
that's the part that just gets me, homie, is that like he's got it in his locker to be freaking a baller, but sometimes he just prefers to not be.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's, there was uh, holding the high line there on, I was listening to their podcast that they did for this past, all these stretch of games, and they had a really good conversation about it. And, most keepers, Rabbi was saying most keepers have, a stretch of, like, they have one game and 5 games that are good, or, 1 out of 5 kind of situation, or a 1 out of 6 kind of situation where, they'll have a 5 stretch run that they're good, and then they'll have one kind of crap game. Zach's more
Yeah.
like 1 and 2, right? It's like he'll have one terrible game and then have 2 good games, and he goes back to being terrible again. Not
Mm,
saying he's terrible today. I mean, he's been playing pretty well. But you kind of go back to some of these other games, like some of these mistakes are not what you'd want your experienced leader or keeper to be making. And that's the bigger question that I have is the judgment, not the skill. And
mm,
I've been saying it for weeks now. It's not that he can't do it, it's that he's in his own mind when he's not doing it. It's he's overthought the
mm.
conversation, he's overthought the play, he's overthought something, and he's not been able to play it effectively. And you see it, time and time again.
Yeah. Well, Nico Hansen on our Open Cup match had a bit of a little mistake as well when we were trying to. I think it was Lucas Harrington who passed the ball to him, and it kind of just he fumbled it.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
misplaced the touch, and he then had to like hustle to. He had to hurry to try and get the ball out, and instead of passing it to somebody, you could just tell like he hesitated and just booted it out. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
look, it's not that Zach Steffen is on his day really that bad. There's just individual mistakes that even our number two is going to make as well. You know what I mean? When you're
Yeah.
playing out of the back, Crash, your goalkeeper has to be like that much more like just with his feet. You know what I mean? And you're
Yeah.
asking a goalkeeper then to just be a part of the buildup, which is something that a lot of them
Mhm.
probably aren't used to and
Yeah.
uncomfortable with.
No.
Crash.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, oh, they shut off the the lights at the in Houston. Um, yeah, I the one thing that that I
They
keep
got some
saying
Colorado Rapids
though,
fans on screen.
yeah. One thing that I will say though about the way Zach plays versus Nico is Nico reacts. Zach thinks, and the one thing that Nico plays well at is his reaction is smart and it's usually correct. The only challenge with Zach is when he thinks, he either takes too long to think or he thinks too much
Mm,
and doesn't and it's not the right
mm,
play. So I don't know. I think at the end of the day, it's a challenge for him for sure. Um, he's gonna have to either get over that or prove that it's not a mental block. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of the season goes. Again, in on his, it at his best, he's an amazing keeper. He should be an everyday amazing keeper. Why
yeah.
he's not all perfect? Why he's not perfect all the time? Well, he's human, but why he's not playing at his best? That's a big question. And I don't know. Maybe he's putting too much on his shoulders. Maybe he's the captain part of it is too much. There's just a bunch of elements there that could really affect it, which you never know. But next 45, getting ready to kick off. It'll be interesting to see how we play it, how Wells is adjusted, and again, how are we going to do this substitute window? How are we going to make sure we got some sort of fresh legs? How long are we going to take that, or are we just going to go to? It seems like we've rotated a fair amount of people in. So, do we hold out and do a window with three players in one window to get fresh legs on? I think that's when is that going to be? Is that 75? Is that 80? Is that 60? It'd be a good big question. Hopefully, we don't have
Yeah,
any. Hopefully, we don't have any injuries. Because I think if I'm Wells, I'm playing 10 men until I need to make a sub if I have an injury.
yeah. Well,
You know what I mean?
that's a good way to ask the chat. What do you guys want to see in the second half? What substitutions? You know what I mean? When would you make the substitutions? Crash, are we about to kick off right now, homie? We on the same. We
Yep,
linked up.
we are kicking off. Yappy just kicked it. Yep.
Okay. Yep. We're linked up. All right. Let's see here. Jack says, "I just want to see some shots." Let's go. Shots for the Rapids.
Okay.
Let's go. We're going from
Oh,
right
there we
to
go. Come
left
on.
now, my homies.
Oh, good ball.
Hoffa tells him, get there. Hoffa tells him, get to the back post because I'm sending this one
Yeah.
early. Harrington. Dude, he's such a freaking asset,
He's a
bro.
beast. He's a beast.
Yes, he is, man. Could you imagine? He's playing some grown man football. You know that how people say that's a grown man touchdown. Like he's playing some grown man football, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, he is not afraid. I'm excited for him. World Cup for him is going to be huge, and
Huge.
his career is just gonna just blow up. So
Yeah. We talked about we were talking about that earlier. Um Latin boy over on Instagram says, I think Zach is in the starting 11 over Nico because of his name. Yeah, I mean, I've posed the question a couple of times on the pod as well. Like, is that the case? And of course, he's probably one of our highest earners as well, and he's our captain. So it's going to take a lot to dethrone that, if you will, because that's what it's going to take, a dethroning, unless of course he just gives it up with mental lapses. But I don't see that happening. If he's going to lose it, it's
Yeah.
because he just gets beat to it. I
Yeah.
just don't see that happening right now.
Oh, come on, come on, come on,
Oh,
come on.
great ball out wide, crash.
Oh,
Oh man,
all right.
yeah,
I'll pop back on in a bit. Little man wants me to watch with him, so I'm gonna pop off here,
absolutely,
hang
homie.
out with my little dude, and I'll be in the chat, guys.
We'll be here, homie. Big up. Gotta appreciate the daddy duties. Let me go ahead and fix this one here. No, we'll do. What could we do here? That's better. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Mickey looked like he's down. I look like it hurt. Yappy sitting there protest telling him something. Top of the foot. This is what we don't want to see, my homies, is more injuries to our team. Everybody's been saying it. Ooh, I think they just both came together there on that one. Miggy just boots it and hits the Houston defender's leg or foot. Ah, no, that's got to be painful, my homies. That has got to be painful. Yeah, I think the announcers are just saying we cannot afford to lose him as well. Come on, Harrington, send it forward, my homie. Okay, we're out to Kosi. I don't, man, I don't like this camera view. I wish we could see. Where's that? You see, it looks like we're almost shifting into like, ooh, a sort of a back three there with Miggy a bit higher up, um, to kind of get more players forward. Just Miggy's definitely coming a bit further up there. Appreciate you, homie. I'm actually in my garage. Latin boy over on Instagram says he loves my room. I'm actually in my garage. Um, this is just a little corner of my garage that I have. I'm lucky enough to have my little space, man. I got a nice little place here, and the only space that my wife and kids allow me to have as my zone is literally my garage. Oh, great ball from Cillian. Hoffa lays it off to Paxton. Looking out wide. Let's go. Send it in. Send it in. Somebody will be there. Ah, come on. We need shots, my homies. Who was it that said it? I think it was Jack, my bad. Says, I just want to see some shots. Let's get them. Let's start now. Rapids getting a bit of a little restart here. Back out to Lucas. We need a shot bad, my homie. We need a shot bad. So did we switch Manyoma and Sealy left to right? Now it looks like Sealy's on his more dominant left side here. Send it in. Okay. Get a lucky bounce. Get a lucky bounce. Oh, does that count as a shot, my homies? Oh, that was a shot there. Yeah, they did switch. Yep. Yeah, they did. I finally, there we go. Crash. We got that. Bro, what a great chance. What a great chance. Appreciate you, Lion Boy. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in on Instagram. I appreciate you guys. What a great stop from their keeper. Great reaction save. Just a lucky bounce in here. Yappy doing what he's probably learning in practice is just send it in. Somebody's going to be there. Who was that? Sealy. There it is, my homies. Our first shot. Rapids are going to grow into it. I thought it would be before the first half, but I'm confident we're going to end up figuring it out, my homies. We'll end up figuring it out. And we still got substitutions we can make to make that happen. Great chance, my homie. Latin Boy says on Instagram. Great chance. I agree, man. I agree. Point blank save there from the keeper. Very good reaction save there. I think the Rapids did good. I think Yappy did very good to kind of, turn around real quick and just find the ball into the center of the box there. It's a great first chance. Manyoma looking good. I agree. I think the switch or the flipping of the wingers did good. Now we see Sealy on his more dominant left foot. Don't get me wrong. I love when he cuts in and tries to have a go. I'm a sucker for those goals, my homie. But I think we're only going to benefit from having Manyoma on the right-hand side. Although Manyoma scored his goal for us on the left, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and now Houston. Oh, no. Oh, what happened? No penalty, nothing? Oh, they fluffed it, my homies. Wow. Did Houston just lose a huge opportunity? Crash is saying, oh my God, what's going on? Why are they zooming in on Zach Steffen? Let's take a look here. Again, freaking hesitation. Not like it was his fault, but he hesitated and made it worse on himself. The ball was just a little bit behind Ponce, which was lucky for us, and Cobb just gets that out of there. You could see how happy those Rapids players were. What are we talking about, VAR, Greg? What are we talking about here? Do you know something I don't know? Oh, fucking hell. Ah, Zach. What is going on here, homies? He says play on. He said play on. Goal kick. He played on. No VAR, nothing. They confirmed the call. But that's exactly what we don't want. Crashes was banging the drum on that, saying, this mid block, if we give them the opportunity, they're going to sit there and pounce on it. And that was a great chance for them. They won the ball back, did their thing. We're lucky to not be down by the goal because what is going on here? Again, holy sheesh. Houston growing into this game, my homies. Houston is growing into this game. Dang it. Zach Steffen, there we go. He's great save there. Not losing his focus after kind of what was a little bit of a mental lapse there earlier on. But that's Zach Steffen, right? He could go from that to that to this to that. And I mean, a great shot stopper when he wants to be. Look at him just commanding his box there. Ooh, get it out. Just smash it out, homie. Just smash it out. You've got nobody with you. Well, that's even better. Pick up that foul. All right. Miggy out wide. To Hamzat. Naomi's big up to you guys tuning in. Whether you're on X, Instagram, or on the YouTube, big yourself up. Please make sure you're dropping a like. Make sure you're liking on the Instagram, on X. Appreciate the love, my homies. Look at Hoffa just clocking them miles, man. I love it. I love to see that from Hoffa. Without a doubt, Hoffa's the hardest working player on our team. Without a doubt, he's the hardest working player on our team. Oh, Manyoma coming off, my homies. And we're seeing Georgie. Hey, well, we're bringing on like for like. Georgie has the ability to beat his defender just like Manyoma can. Go on, Manyoma. Go on. Menungu. Wait, what the hell happened? How come he didn't? How come he didn't? Why is he not on? We took off Manyoma but didn't bring him on. Wells aggressive with the subs again. Like to see it. Even if I'd have taken off Sealy instead of Manyoma. Okay. But he's going for it. Josh must wait. Why did Georgie not? Exactly. That's what I'm wondering. Why didn't he go on? Didn't Manyoma walk off the pitch and he didn't let him go on? Huh. Big up to everybody on Instagram. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Go ahead and drop some comments in. We will read them out. Let's go, Pitties. Let's go, Pitties. Build it up. Minute and a half away from the 60th minute, 15 minutes into the first or the second half. It's been a bit about the same, a little bit of the same, except for Houston having their better chances, a couple of chances. We've had Sealy a header being saved in the Houston area. And we've had Houston have a couple of opportunities. Zach Steffen with a great save. And Houston had a very good opportunity. Oh, what are we doing here, Rapids? What? Oh, okay. Great for Paxton to be there. Look at Hoffa all the way back there, my homies. I love that. He's here. He's there. He's every freaking where. Hoffa. Hoffa. He's here. He's there. He's every freaking where. Hoffa. Hoffa. Again, Hoffa. Well, I don't like the fact that Houston is gaining a bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Confidence. They're definitely putting together some more passes than they have been. They're getting deeper in our area that they have been. And Miggy, just get that out of there. Sometimes you just got to get it out of there and see what happens. Someone hit the mute button on the kids just screaming. Is there kids screaming? Crash, what are we on about? There was kids screaming. Not at my house. Let me go check. Oh, you know what it is, bro? Is I actually I'm watching the game in silence because I have. Dude, I don't want to mess up the. Let me go ahead and do that. That was a good one, Crash. From my AirPods over here, and I'm gonna connect them joints to the match. That was a good one, homie. All right. Now we have game audio in the ears. Yeah. Yeah, Manungu, they're just talking about him, that matchup there. Pyro, oh man, I'm butchering that, bro. I don't even know how to say it. We're just gonna go with Pyro. It's time to score some goals. And Crash saying we need something. I agree. I agree. Big yourself up, Pyro. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being here. Let's go. We are over here. Let's go. Back to the Instagram feed here. If you don't go out fast, the new player has to wait 2 minutes. I didn't know that. Pyro. Oh, okay, I see you were just on the Instagram. Thank you for hopping over. Let's go, my homie. Ski Wilson's in here. This is one of the weight games we need 3 points from. Thomas, my homie, I agree, bro. I agree. Big yourself up, dude. Just call me Marcos. Makes more sense, bro. They broke the commentary. That's what it is, dude. There's nobody commentating now on the feed. Oh, get that out of there. Marcos, pleasure to meet you, my homie. My name is Leo. So those are new MLS rules, says Latin Boy. If you don't go out fast, the new player has to wait for 2 minutes. That's like some sort of penalty. Okay. Yeah. That's, yeah, I got that now, bro. I was like, wait a minute, what the heck, dude? Those are those dad instincts that kicked in right away. Yappy bending his run to stay on side there. We'll take that corner kick. Oh, go out. No. Oh, it didn't go out. Ah, come on. That would get up. Yappy. You didn't get in trouble, Yappy. Yeah, yellow card. Damn it. More trouble for us. Cagey game, homies. It's getting scrappier and scrappier. I don't think that type of game suits us. I would have said in the beginning of the season when we were being very physical with teams, it would have, but for some reason, I think like we've kind of taken our foot off of that that physical part of our game. We've got an attitude problem, says Marcos. I mean, yeah, you see some of our players just being a bit rash as well. But Yappy's just a younger kid, you know what I mean? He's it's I mean, that's expected from a kid his age. I think Pitt might throw a punch this season, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Matt Wells. That's a good one. Yeah, let me know who's going to be the first Rapids player to get booked for throwing a punch. I can't see Lucas Harrington doing nothing like that. He just looks like such a stand-up kid. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Hamzat. He's probably looks like he's got that follow through too, man. Oh, great. Oh, Manungu, great one. See, it's going to take a piece of individual brilliance. Miggy, it could be Miggy. It's going to be Rob Holding, he says. Another one. I could not see Rob Holding doing that. He just looks like such a proper Englishman. That was funny. It's going to be Rob Holding. That'd be funny, man. Look, I don't want to see any of our players punch anybody, but the thought of seeing Rob Holding punch somebody up, man, that made me laugh. You can't not take Matt Wells out of that one either. I mean, it could very well be him. Handball there, I think. Ah. Yeah, let's go. Thomas says Hamzat as well, my homie. Hamzat looks like a girthy fellow, man. You do not want to get punched up by Hamzat, bro. Got that Nigerian power. Bam! Haymaker. Why do I think that's funny, man? Yes, Matt Wells versus Mastrioni. That would be a good one in the RSL match. That is a good one. Come on, Rapids. We got to do something here. Got to do something here, Pitties. Come on, Rapids. Be less. Plug your batteries in, Rapids. Harrington. Go on, young lad. Again. Hoffa, just get it out. Perfect. Perfect from Hoffa there. Just get it out, regroup. Did you see there? Hoffa was the one that booted that ball out, and he was the first one to the player to try and contest it. Latin boy over on Instagram says, I bet Rafa misses Mihailovic. They understand each other very well. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think we have other players that could fill that void easily. I mean, I look at Paxton Aronson. If we could get him firing with Hoffa, but I think what benefits Hoffa more now that a player like Georgi Mihailovic isn't here is that he's the one that's linking up play. He's the one that's not only scoring goals but helping create them too. So maybe we need to think of finding another player to link him up with. It would be Yappy. You know, I think him and Yappy can get a good connection going, a good understanding, I guess, if you know what I mean. Bob has been decent so far, says Marcos. He's not looked out of sorts. He's not looked out of sorts at all. Honestly, when Rob Holding came off and Noah Cobb's coming on, for me, Rob Holding has the name, has the Premier League pedigree, but he's a bit older, right? He's Cobb is like for like, in my opinion. Cobb, the things that Rob Holding can offer that Cobb don't is probably the experience, the age. He's been in the top echelons leagues. But Cobb is a like for like. He's not looking out of it. Look, there he is right there holding his own. And he's held his own the whole time he's been with the Rapids. You guys remember last season when we picked him up, he started getting minutes right away. Georgie would cook with this team, you think, homie? I agree. But would we have this team if we had a Georgie Mihailovic in it? And Greg coming in saying the biggest miss from Georgie is the set piece taking. Yeah, great points, my homies. All great points. Oh, fucking hell. What a strike, my homies. That one was coming. What in the hell, man? Damn, dudes. On a set piece. What a strike. Ah. Why are we always on the highlight reel by getting scored on with bangers? Man, always. Freaking hell, man. Yeah, Thomas on Instagram. Fuck, my homie. Damn it. Damn it. No, you can't do anything about that. I agree, Greg, but what? What are they looking for? What is going on? Yeah, we never even try those. Yeah, and I think that's something that the Rapids lack is a guy that will have that. Which one of our players do you think has the composure to drill one of those? I mean, I'm going to take a shot in the dark and just say the best person, in my opinion, to score something like that we have is I could be miles off, but I'm going with Connor Ronan. Sealy as well. Yeah, Sealy, that's a fair shout. For some reason, I just feel like we could see one from Ronan. Connor Ronan. Marco says Connor Ronan. Keegan. Nothing you could do about that one. I agree. Well, we've seen Matt Wells be efficient with his subs. They're definitely going to the tablet right now and seeing what they're going to do. Wouldn't be surprised if we see some players come on, my homies. We're out of subs. We're out of subs. What in the hell is going on? Man, man. Unless Josh was a concussion. Damn it. Well, this is the team for the rest of the match. Well, the best we can hope for, my homies, is for us to just not let that affect us. It was a freaking strike. Um, yeah, Marcos, it looked bad with. Oh, it did look bad with him. We were talking about it as it was going on. Ooh, Yappy's doing good there. If that's Yappy over there. Oh, Sealy. As I was saying, he did, bro. We were talking about that as it was happening, and you could just see him like walk off, like. But even Matt Wells went up to him and shook his head, and he said, "I'm good. I'm good." Um, yeah, we. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see with that one. Manungu, great ball in. Ah, there we go. Look at Hamza putting in his shift there. Ah, just a shitty ball there. Dang it. Oh, dude, Harrington let him have that one. Kosi Thompson needs to hop on somebody's back there to get a lift. Man, Well, this is a position we did not want to find ourselves in, homies. Burgundy boys down by the goal on the road. We've not been able to pick up too many points on the road. And this game compared to the 6-2 against this lot here at home just looks like a complete night and day difference. Look, I'm not trying to make any excuses, but our team is running on tired legs. You gotta probably think that's gotta be part of it. I mean, I don't know. Tired legs. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're just gonna have to keep struggling with this one, Crash. We're gonna keep. We have a congested schedule still ahead. Yeah, no, I agree, homie. It's just a combination of thing. Injuries to our players have brought us to this point as well. Injuries and a key congestion fixture time, man. Oof. Hamzat, pick your ball. Harrington, go on. Ah, there we go. Cobb, back to Stefan. Yes, Cobb looks good. He looks there. You know what I mean? Why we don't shoot from outside the box? Same thing happened last year. Says Latin boy over on Instagram. We just need to have a pop. We just need to have a pop. World Cup break will do us good, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like the players that are going to be um, still at the club. You know what I mean? It's going to be like a mini preseason in the middle of the season. I'm almost betting Matt Wells is licking his chops at the he's licking his chops at the opportunity of like a little mid-season preseason, if you will. Harrington right there. There you are. Yes. I love that. Love that. We cannot win if we're not taking shots, Crash. You're absolutely right. And the old Michael Jordan saying, you miss every shot you don't take. Lucas Harrington, man, how clutch has he been for us, homies? No, Lucas is a beast. Come on, plug your batteries in, Rapids, and do it. Man up, man up. Don't let him have it. Don't let him have it. He's going for it again. Holy hell. Try it. I applaud that from him. Honestly, that's what we need to do. He thought about it, said, you know what? I got this. Tried it again. Didn't come out. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, you got to applaud that, man. They're trying. We need to be doing that. Come on, Zach. Pick your ball, homie. 80th minute. Holy crap. Well, we do have subs, homies. Triple change. Come on, Stuart Baines. Greg, he's a troublemaker, but he's getting some minutes. I've always told the homie Greg, I think he's just not. Musa. This is Musa. Mama, my bad. I always tell the homie Greg that I think Stuart Baines is just a troublemaker and he's not getting time. Josh was a concussion then. Yeah, if we're able to make another window. So does that mean he's out? Does that mean he's out for next game or 2 weeks? Concussion protocol. Let me know, my homies. What does that mean? Yeah, Bilo. He's good, bro. I'm excited to see him. I know you would know about him, my homie over there on the R2s. No, just precaution. Okay. Oh, Harrington's a big lad to be falling over like that. He got underneath of that Houston player, and that was a long drop for him. Harrington strikes me like he's a freaking tall guy, man. Oh, communicate, my homies. That was there. Communicate. See, we need to be communicating there. Bilo just getting on. Obviously, didn't. Oh, that was going. Look at Hoffa. Oh, gee, man. Okay. What I think about the new format for next season, says Latin Boy. As for, what do you mean as like this format for the schedule? Right? Are we going to the are we going to the European schedule next season? I'm a fan of it. It's going to be some cold games in the winter, though. So we're going to see some cold games. Yes, he should have probably just have left that one for Hoffa, but can't blame him. You know what I mean? Their communication probably isn't the best yet. Um, Maybe you're thinking that's another player that's been getting some seat time with Hoffa, maybe laying that off for him. But great run in from Paxton as well, though, to make that happen. You know what I mean? More of that. Ball. That's a new name. Big yourself up, man. Thank you for joining. Buglebot. Not Bug. Was that a bugle? No, that was a soft foul. Come on. Houston making some changes of their own. Yeah, like a horn. Yeah, I see that on your pick, man. I like that. Big up, dude. Looks like you got a little logo inside of that. I like it, man. Thank you for joining us here on this watch along. You don't like it, Latin boy. He says he doesn't like the scheduling for the new system. Yeah, look, we're gonna have to go through it and see what it's like. Um, I like it because it lines up the windows. It lines up to football seasons. You know what I mean? I enjoy the European football. I'm a huge Tottenham fan. I love, the English scheduling. Um, and now it's just it's going to be a change, bro. We're going to have to see how it unfolds. Ling. That's us. We'll take that. Okay, my homies, we're coming up on the 85th minute. Let's go, Jackson Travis. See, there he is. Crash getting into that pocket there, inverting pretty well into that midfield there, trying to find a pocket to play in. Aronson, make something happen. Okay, we'll take that. Let's regroup. Latin Boy says he loves summer games. Yeah, bro. I mean, I agree. I like games in general. I don't care if there's winter, summer. It is a good vibe going to the stadium in the summer. Love the tailgate. Yeah, I love the summer games too, bro. We get that one midday game. You know what I mean? I do love that. Don't get me wrong, but don't call it off just yet. You know what I mean? Give it a chance, and you never know, bro. You might enjoy it, man. Change is definitely tough, but I think I'm gonna like it. but I'm also a person who enjoys the winter time more than the summer. So there you go. Always a fan of like you can always layer up, right? You can layer up and layer off, but in the summertime, can only shed so many layers. Yeah, two total shots, man. That's not bad. We're about to have a good one here. Oh, good delivery. Good delivery. Oh, oh, come on, pitties. Oh, that went out. Dang it. That's looking a little bit better right there. I like that delivery. I like that delivery. That Jackson Travis out there. Was that Noah Cobb that got his head on that to try and flick it on? It's got to be Noah Cobb there. Guys, come on. One more. CRSCCRSCCRSCCRSC. Have it. Just freaking shoot it. Come on, E. Let's go. Hector Herrera probably playing in a freaking electric wheelchair by now. He's needs to not. Homie's up there. I'm surprised he's still playing. 62%, 62% possession, 0.37 XG to Houston's 0.64 XG. They've just taken that freaking goal. That goal had to be low XG anyways. Can we shoot? I know we need to do something here. Excuse me. Yeah, they are looking for a knockout punch here against the Rapids. Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, Pitties. We've got a couple minutes. Added time. What are we thinking about added time, homies? What are we thinking about added time? We've got the goal, couple subs. And was the injury second half injury to Tensio? God, I can't even remember. Um, I think it was. I think it was. Actually, I think it was first half. Herrera then spit on the ref, got let go by Houston, went to Toluca, won 2 championships, and then goes back to Houston. ¿Quién le entiende? Well, if you go to Toluca, man, you have a good chance of winning some trophies there. They had a good squad there for a while. 3 minutes. Crash is going with 3 minutes of added time. Latin Boy on Instagram is going with 6 minutes. I'm gonna split the difference and say I'll do 4. I think 4 minutes. Unfortunately, my homies, I don't think those 4 minutes is gonna be enough. They just said how many minutes, and I was talking and missed it. Yeah, Manungu is. Send it. Why is nobody there? Nobody there. Damn it. 5, Latin Boy says. That's plenty of time, like they said. Plenty of time. We might just win the Open Cup. Look, man, we're in the last 8. We have San Jose. That's a tough draw. San Jose just got I think did they draw 1-1 to Toronto today? I think I saw that. So but San Jose has been flying high. Again, they're going to be part of this fixture congestion as well if they're playing games every other couple of days as well. So we could, we could do, my homies. I'm hoping we put all our eggs in that basket. Come on, Lucas. I like that ball from Harrington. I like that try. They drew. Also, some injuries. I mean, you hate to see it, but you love to see that. You know what I mean? You hate to see the injuries at all, but that's positive news for us. Yeah, no, Quakes are a tough draw. If Timo Werner scores against us, I'm freaking streaking on the pitch, my homie. Fucking hell, Timo. You couldn't do that when you were at Spurs, but yeah, you're banging him in the MLS. It's more his level. It's more his level. How dope would the U.S. Open Cup be for the Rapids? They're double teaming Georgie out wide. Well, yeah, I think they have a five at the back now. They have a back line of five. Yeah, bro, he's not been getting any. This is the first time I think I've seen KSB play maybe like 2 to 3 times in my whole time being a Rapids fan. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. Another yellow card to our bench. Words from friends, coaching staff is so upset with the play today. Well, we've been looking like ass, bro. We've been looking like some cheeks. Yeah, bench just booked again. That's the second game in a row we've been booked. Ah, there you go. Roll around like a dead fish. Waste your time. When are the Rapids playing with San Jose? Says Latin boy. Our game against them will be did they post it? Let's see. Well, it just says here we drew them. I can't see the date there. Homies, can we let him know when are we playing San Jose? The 20th. The 20th at 8 p.m. Dude, what are they doing? Possible red card. We really got an attitude problem. I agree, Marcos. Now again, thinking we're gonna have a red card. The 20th at 8 p.m. Do they not think people have lives? No red. No red on Georgie. May 20th. Great ball in, Travis. I like it. I like it. Take advantage of the keeper out. Just have it, Cobb. Oh, that was Aronson. Looks like Cobb. I like that shot. That's their ball. Damn it. Well, my homies, I think that's going to do it. I think they'll blow the whistle here on this attack, unless we get one more. Okay, I think we got one more chance, homies. Georgie out wide. Right to Hoffa. That's it. We got a corner? We got a corner? Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Marcos, 8 p.m., bro. Oh, man. That's going to be a tough one for me to watch. 1 minute. Matt Wells got a yellow. Come on. C-R-S. Nope. That's it. That's it. Bugle bought my homie one last corner. We were not able to capitalize. Ah, the 20th at 8 p.m. Wow, that's late. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a tough one to attend. Boo, man. Well, good on you, my homie. What a freaking blast of a goal that you made. Was the difference maker there? Crash, let me get you on the AirPods, my homie, and let's chat about it. Oh man. Oh, we're gonna do this one. Ah, well, that's unfortunate, man. That is unfortunate. Crash, I should have you, my homie. And Marco's saying we got grilled.
Yeah, that was
Wow,
tough. That was tough.
that was tough.
Yeah, so I got a picture of so friends of ours are at the game right behind the bench, and the text was the entire coaching staff beyond annoyed with the playing. So
Mm,
who knows? We didn't show up. It'll be interesting to see. Well, Wells has been pretty transparent in the post
he
games,
has.
so we'll see what
He
we
has.
had. But I mean, I think we all saw it. I mean, we had two shots. Um, well, I guess three shots. I mean, that last one from Aronson, which was a great outside the box shot. Which is I
Yeah.
want to see more of that from him. Like he's been known
Yeah.
to do it. So I want to see us to take these shots, and I think that's the challenge. You know, it's funny. My daughter's team, they have struggled scoring goals all season, and they're good quality girls. I mean, they you know, but they struggle with the finishing side, and it's not any different from us sometimes, right? I think there's some games that we're just on fire and we're going after it, and then there's games like this where we look like the Rapids of last year, and
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like that identity is not 100% there, and the biggest thing to think about too is, we're this team is beyond tired. Like Hoffa is not playing at Hoffa capability because he's played 100 and like he played 120 minutes, 4 days ago.
And another
And now
90.
he's playing a full 90, and then he played a full 90 before that, and a full 90. Like they need a week. This is a game that I'm saying, like, hopefully the injuries that we've got Holding and Tensio aren't major. It's a throw it away
Yeah.
game. We've had too many games too fast, and we weren't necessarily prepared for that. So, end of the day, it's not what you want.
Yeah.
This team, as much as Matt Wells is going to say that we are built for this, that's what coaches are going to say to their team to get them motivated to play. Players are not built to play that many games in a short period of time. There has to be rotation. There has to be, and I think Wells has done the best he can, but there's a big drop off past those subs, and
Yeah.
it would have been a struggle for us to really get a result in some of these games in the past, and it's kind of struggling. I mean, Vancouver, tough game. LAFC, tough game. Miami, tough game. And then we play those two Open Cup games. Tough games, right?
Yeah. Well,
At the
Latin
end of the
boy
day, I'm
over
going to
on
throw it away.
Latin boy over on Instagram says 1 point out of 9. We need to win the next 2 games at home.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, again, was it so 3 away games for MLS back to back, basically, and then we had 2 home U.S. Open Cups thrown in between at the same time.
Yeah.
We stayed on the West Coast for an entire week. This
Yeah.
team's been all over the place, and so yeah, 1 point out of 9. It's not what you want. I mean, it's really one, at 2 points out of, or 1 point out of what, 12 actually, if you think about it. We had Miami, LAFC, Vancouver,
Right.
and now this, right? So
Yeah.
1 point out of 12. That's not great, but we had 3 of the top arguably the best teams in the MLS. Although
Yeah.
Miami did just lose to Orlando City at home.
It's a
So,
derby though. That
yeah,
form and everything goes out of the window on
true.
those games. You know what I mean? So
That's true.
yeah,
Yeah, you're true.
they're a tough team, but Orlando
Yeah.
probably loves to beat up on that lot. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. I have one of my buddies at work. He is a Orlando City diehard, and he thought it was over, and then I'm getting texts back from him going, "What? What's happening?" So yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's one of those. Hopefully, it's a get right game for those guys, for his sake at least. But yeah, again, four games in a. I mean, how many 4 games in what 2 weeks with
2 weeks,
Open
bro.
Cups in between? Like, okay, I'm tired. We've been doing this stream almost every other day, it seems like, for multiple weeks.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I can't imagine being on the pitch for
Yeah.
90 minutes every couple days, right? So, um, yeah, I'm gonna look at this as all right, we need rest. We need a week. We need those guys to just decompress. Hopefully these injuries aren't major and move on.
Yeah. No, I totally agree, homie. Um, I'm bummed we're not walking away with a point, especially the way we just beat up on this team at home, you know. It was
Mhm.
definitely different circumstances at the Richard compared to being in Houston, but
We
what
were
has
fresh though.
changed in
We
the
were
last
fresh.
3 weeks? Yeah.
We were
I
fresh.
mean, I guess, and that's just the biggest. Thank you. I guess that's just the glaring obvious is the fixture congestion crash. The
Yep.
fixtures have
Yep.
just not been favorable for us, and
Yeah.
and
Coming
we're
straight.
still in the cup,
So
so that means this is gonna go on.
yeah, no, we're still in the cup. There's only 2 more games of the cup. We're in the what we're right or 3 more games, right? 2 more.
Yeah,
This is the
three,
quarterfinals.
three.
3 more games. So quarterfinals,
Yeah,
semifinals, and then final,
and
right?
final.
If we move
Yeah,
on, great. We got a tough game against San Jose. It's going to be a good one. Luckily, it's at home. That's going to be to
yeah,
our advantage, which is great. And then we move on. At the end of the day, though, I think
yeah,
our toughest part of the schedule is this first half of game. The second half of the season, we have to come into form. We have to be ready to rock. We have to be healthy, and that's where we can really be picking up a ton of points. I mean, you got to think about the games we've had. We played so many East Coast games the first half of the season against good sides, right? We had that wild one against Toronto, which in NYCFC, we should have had a result. Tough one there. So again, I think all this stuff ahead is a good opportunity, but I think it's in reality we get into the World Cup break. We have time to catch up. Injuries go. Everybody gets rested and back into it. I think we finished the season strong. So I'm not overly concerned with where we're at. I think this is just a tough period. We've got to muscle through.
so Marco says either Houston or St. Louis after that again. Is this a potential suitor for the semifinal here? Would be a Houston or St. Louis? I haven't seen
Um, oh, the
how
U.S.
that
Open Cup.
works.
I
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, it is. So if we win, we go to semifinal, and we're playing either Houston or St. Louis. So it
And we're
could be
hosting
another
that one
St.
as well,
Louis.
right?
I don't know. I don't know how that
I
works.
think we are, bro. I thought I seen somewhere that we have we can have the two games that if we make it through, then we host either Houston or St. Louis.
Oh,
Bro?
cool.
I said this before we won the match. I said if we win that game, and we're looking down the barrel at a cup with 3 games to go. I think I said four, because I didn't know how it was working. But yeah, we'd host. Says Greg. I said, bro, if we win that game, bro, let's put our eggs in that basket. I mean, look where we are MLS wise.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to finish in the top four, in the top two, top three. Just make it to the playoffs. Make it
Oh
to the
yeah.
playoffs. Hit your stride and see where you could get to. But we could definitely, and I hate to say this, but we can definitely sacrifice some games in the MLS if it's a potential trophy for us to lift.
No, and I agree.
We would
I know
not host
Matt's
the
gonna
final,
always
he
say we
says.
want to win everything. We're gonna try to play every game this way. But again, I don't think we can do that. I think he's going in this game. We're already tired. I mean, there should have been rotation in this game. There should like I don't like I think he had to do it because there was injuries, but I would have loved to see Cobb get that and Holding get us, a seat. I would have loved to see Kamani out there just to start. You know, I would love to see Hoffa on the bench, getting some.
Yeah.
to be honest. I like this is a game against a team that, it's not a huge I mean, granted, I mean, they're probably over us in the table now, but, I think we make all this stuff up in the end. But I just think this was a game that we should have managed more than tried to win, to be honest. And I think it
Yeah,
shows. I think these tired players are tired. I think they're dogged. They're
yeah,
ready. They need a break. And we need. I do agree that we should be focusing on the U.S. Open Cup at this point. Again, one game at a time. Focus on St. Louis up ahead, but keep that moving forward. And we focus on everything, but that should be our main target at the current moment.
yeah. No, I agree, Crash. Homie, we should try to wrap up soon. So anything
Yeah.
any negative takeaway, positive takeaway? What are you taking away from this match, bro?
No. I'm not taking away anything. This is a throw it in the bin and forget about it. Rest up, come back next week, get a win at home. We need a
Yeah,
bounce. We need a bounce back game. We need these guys to be rested. We need the injuries. Hopefully, all these injuries are minimal. And people like Wayne, like hopefully he's back and good. Never would have thought to say that I missed Wayne Frederick out on the field, but it was something that we definitely lacked a little bit. So anyway,
yeah,
I think the other side of the two is Wells made a shift and change at the half, and we were playing a different system, like a three-back system there. It wasn't
yeah,
terrible. I think they played pretty well. They were trying to manage the game, I think. But again, there's a lot of things happening on the fly with injuries and things. So this is a game. I'm going to throw it away. Wells is probably going to be pissed and annoyed with the team and the way that they played, which I can understand. But also, I can't knock them for where they're at congestion wise on pictures. So for me, we'll see what happens next Saturday.
yeah.
We'll be back at the Dick.
Next Saturday is it here in Commerce City?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you filthy animals, we look forward to seeing you guys there. If you are in the chat still, please drop a like, a comment. Let us know if it was a thumbs up. The Rapids performance today was probably one of these. But what I'm getting at is, if you guys see us at the pitch, at the Richard, come and say what's up. Say what's up. You guys see you guys know what we look like. Come and say, oh, I'm Marcos from YouTube, or I'm Buglebot, you know what I mean? Or just come and let us know. That way we got a face to the name. It'd be dope to meet you guys out in the wild. Yeah, my homie. Um, it would just be nice to be able to interact with you guys there. If you guys, I'm in the South Bank. I got my phone out or camera out, getting the vibes going. So I stick out like a sore thumb. You just gotta go to the South Bank, and you'll definitely see me there. Great stream
Thanks,
tonight. We
Greg.
appreciate you, Greg, for always tuning in, my homie. Crash, a catchphrase or anything you want to sign off with, homie?
No, I am not the catchphrase guy, but the only thing that I could say is up the pits.
Yeah, up the pits. We're gonna throw this one away, my homies, and we will regroup. Midweek Crash. We'll be back midweek with our normal
Yep.
update on the pod.
Normal time.
And we'll see you guys at the Richard. Again, condolences to Ryan and his family. Not just the C38, not just the Rapids community, but this earth has said goodbye to a pretty prominent member of the C38, my homies, and a good person. So
Yep.
condolences. And I'm gonna just say appreciate you guys, honestly, and take care of yourself. Reach out to your loved ones and tell them you love them. It's never too late to send a message and say, Mom, Dad, brother, sister, I love you. Because you just never know, my homies. Don't want to end on a sour note. Love
Absolutely.
you guys. Appreciate you guys. And we'll see you guys soon.
Yep.